Hey everybody, Chris Lynton here from TribeFit. Hopefully you are all well. As you can see, back in the office after a very big hiatus of the office due to COVID and lockdowns and all that sort of stuff. And actually it was kind of cool because I got to spend a lot more time at home with the family. You may or may not have seen that I had another son, a second son, late December, and he's about 8 weeks old now. So it's been really cool to be able to see him literally every minute, every day, all day long, and really enjoy that period of seeing him grow and be a part of it. But you know, it's good to get back in the office. Got the stand-up desk going, got everything going. So look. Today I've got an awesome one I'm going to take you through, and we've got some people jumping in on the session. If you can hear me loud and clear before I get into it, I want to make sure you can hear me loud and clear. So comment down below, give me some thumbs up, give me some emojis, emoticons, whatever you would call them, so I can make sure that you can hear me nice and clear. Because what I want to take you through is pretty important today, and it's going to be massive to your 2022 success, to your growth, to getting more clients, having more impact, and having more income, money in your pocket as a result of that impact, and having more freedom and less stress, right, in growing your business. So more impact, more cash, and more fun, less stress, right? Really, really important. So it's you know, it's not good to have a business that grows and has more impact and has more income, but just grows in stress, and it's not fun and all of that sort of stuff as well, right? So you need to have the combination of all three. Jason, lovely to see you there. Good to hear. Everyone can hear me loud and clear. So the key to growing a sustainable business, right, is exactly as I've touched on there. You've got to have massive impact. You've got to help clients. You've got to change lives, right? As a result of that, you get paid what you're worth as a return of that impact you have, right? And thirdly, you need to have consistency, you need to have predictability, you need to have stress management, stress control, because otherwise you might make loads of money, have massive impact and burn out. Or on the flip side, you might have no stress, no impact and no income, which in turn creates financial stress. Lovely to see you there, Jesse, as well. Now, what I'm going to take you through is cash is king. And the number one trick to having more sustainable growth in 2022, and having more impact, having more income, and doing it in a stress-free way, like having the whole year sustainable, consistent, lack of ups and downs, lack of, you know, putting your head on the pillow at night, wondering what's going to happen tomorrow and stressing out about that, but enjoying the process and having more success in combination. Right? Who doesn't want to enjoy their life more and have more success? And this component here has been one thing that I've put into my life, that a mentor told to us and put into our life. And you know, I didn't think it was that important, but it wasn't until I've done it I realized how powerful this is. And I recommend every single one of you to do this year. Now, cash is king. Cash is the most important thing in business. Now, I'm not saying cash is the most important thing in life. I'm saying cash is the most important thing in business. Why? Now, I'm going to give the context to this. Now, cash reserves are immensely critical to your ability to make smart decisions. Now, for your business to grow and for it to grow sustainably, you need to be able to make smart, emotionless decisions, right? You need to be able to stay on the path. You need to be able to not, you know, make 1,000 turns every single day and stress about this and stress about that, because you're totally focused on fast returns. Now, a person who needs to, who stresses about the results in the next hour, the next day, the next whatever it might be, is a person who is cash reserve poor. Now, let me explain that. The number one trick to growing your business, having less stress, and actually growing faster is having cash in the bank put aside in your business. Now, The rule of thumb of this is you should be able to, you should want to, you should be able to, if you set up the right way, but you should want to get to a stage where you can have a business bank account and have 3 months worth of cash. 3 months worth of what's called cash float. And the reason why they use the word float is because it keeps you above water, right? Now, the stress of business is when you're paddling, you're swimming, but you're drowning. And that's generally when you have low cash reserves, right? So cash float. What I mean by that is having a business bank account. You can have your personal bank account, you can have all the other stuff you want, but a business bank account where you have enough money in there at all times that you can make no sales, you can like pay all your staff, and you can have no cash come in for 3 months and still be okay, right? Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, and it should never happen that you need to dip into those funds, to that float. But it is a mental component, it's a mental trick, right? These cash reserves, this cash float, what it does is it gives you confidence. It gives you the ability to not worry about tomorrow, to not worry about where's the money coming from tomorrow, where's the money coming in the next 5 minutes, where is it coming in the next week, right? And it gives you the ability to go sit there with confidence and go, okay, what I need to do today is the right thing. I can forget the firefighting. I can forget the ups and downs, the rounds and rounds, and racing and chasing and doing this and doing that, because I know that if, for whatever reason, I have this massive cash reserve right there, that even if I didn't make a sale for the next 3 months, even if everything went terrible, I would be able to keep my head above water for 3 months. 3 months is a massive amount of time. And that's why I said it's a general rule of thumb. But the reason why we say 3 months and it's being a massive amount of time is because that is what gives you confidence. If you put aside enough cash funds to keep you afloat for 2 weeks, it's not long enough. You're still going to stress about it. You're still going to think, if I dip into that, how am I going to fill it back up again? And then what happens is the entrepreneur starts making minute by minute decisions, right? I did a post about this the other week, and it's about going slower, making slower decisions, keeping the path, right? You get a blueprint, like all the clients that work with me, and you follow that blueprint with blind faith, right? Now, the people who get massive stress and the people who actually work super hard and look like they're running from left to right and here to there, but kind of get nowhere, are the people that make too many moves, too many fast, small moves, because they're chasing the cash, right? Mentally chasing the cash, and they're stressed about cash. Now, cash funds, cash reserves are like a fortress. That's what allows you to sit back and go, all right. Rather than if a question comes up to you, or what next to work on, or what next to focus on, or you've got a blueprint and you're following it and you know it's the right path and it's going to give you success in 2 weeks' time, right? If you just follow this thing for 2 weeks, you're going to get massive success. The problem with most people is they don't have these cash funds, they don't have these cash reserves, so it creates stress, creates a lack of confidence in the path. And so rather than following the path for, say, like 2 weeks and then having massive success, they follow it for a day, they change. They follow it, they get a new plan. They follow that for a day, they change, right? And think about your own clients, right? In the gym, or in the practice, or in the studios, or whatever it might be, wherever you have your clients, right? When you give them a plan, the people who succeed are the people who follow the plan with blind faith and confidence, right? And follow it through to the end, right? Some of them, they might come in 1 week and go, I jumped on the scale and I put on 500 grams, but I've got faith in this. I'm going to continue to follow what you say, and then lo and behold, in 2 weeks' time, they jump on the scale, or they do a DEXA scan, or they do a pinch test, and they're just killing it, right? The people who don't get success are the people who jump on the scale after 2 days and they go, I don't have a six-pack yet. I'm going to throw it all in the bin and try something different, right? You need to be able to follow the path. You need to be able to follow a proven path with confidence, right? With less stress, and make good longer-term decisions. And having cash reserves is what allows you to do that. In our business, we put aside $150,000. We have $150,000 in our bank account locked away. Now, I'm not saying you need to have that much, but we have $150,000 at any given time. We have our working capital, stuff we do ads with, stuff we pay staff with, but we also have a fortress, a castle around $150,000. Why? Since doing that, right, and we've tried, $20,000, $30,000, $150,000 is a lot of money, right? And since doing that, it has allowed us to make better decisions, less short-term knee-jerk firefighting decisions, and more smarter, non-emotional, correct long-term decisions. And ultimately, it is reduced stress, it is increased confidence, and it has increased our performance and our growth and our success in terms of getting clients, helping clients, and being able to have massive impact and get income as a result of that massive impact. So cash is king. Cash reserves, floats, are very, very important, because the main reason why the entrepreneur fails is not because the plan fails, it's because they fail to follow the right plan, right? Some people get the wrong plan, right? And if you've tried a million things and you're not seeing success or whatever, sometimes it's the wrong plan, right? Reach out to me. We can chat about what you're doing. Make sure you've got the right plan and getting success. But I'd say that's 50% of the time. The other 50% of the time is that the entrepreneur fails the plan, right? And what I mean by that is they fail to execute ongoing consistency, right? And that's what gets you to places. Think about in the gym, think about training, think about eating, think about anything in life, right? So hopefully that makes sense. 3 months is where you want to be as a rule of thumb, right? Think about what you need to do is you need to go away today, and it'll just take you like a minute or two, and think about how much money do I need to keep me afloat for 3 months, to pay bills, like this is business stuff, right? Bills, staff, leases, equipment, food, ads, softwares, whatever it might be, right? Depending on how big or small your business is. So this will differ immensely. And also for like your food, your grocery, your family, whatever it might be, right? Calculate it up roughly. Don't spend hours working out to the exact cents. Calculate it up roughly, and then times that by 3. Get a month's worth, times that by 3, and that's how much you want to try to start saving, putting aside, right? And putting it to another account, locking that down. Put a castle, a fortress around that cash, right? And you will see that you'll be able to come in at any time that you're like, oh, I'm second guessing, or I don't know about the future, or whatever it might be. Maybe you're having a bad day, maybe you're having an emotional breakdown, whatever it might be. You can go to your bank account, open that bank account, you see that cash there, and all of a sudden the emotion goes away, the fear goes away, all that sort of stuff, and it centers you, allows you to go, okay, I'm not just going to work on what I need to today that's going to get me results today. I'm going to work on something today that will get me a result in a month, 6 months' time, 12 months' time, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? Longer term thinking. Hopefully that makes sense. Any questions you've got whatsoever, fire away down below. Lovely to see so many faces here. Hopefully this has resonated for you. I say to you, right, I want to push you to spend 2 minutes today, approximate how much it's dropping out, approximate how much you need for a month, times that by 3, start working towards putting that into another separate bank account. Have an amazing week, guys. If you have any questions, anything at all, shout out to me. You can send me a PM, DM. You can send an email to chris@tribefit.co. And yes, lovely to see so many new faces in the group. Take advantage of all the free resources. Get in there. Get what you need. Because I want to see more people succeed in 2022. Right? Get to where their goals are. Get to where they want to be. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. And we'll speak soon. Cheers.